Hello everybody. So I'm redoing my putty series. I mean my DigitalOcean series. Now first you would want to create a droplet. First go ahead, get your billing done. I'll be including a referral link. Please use that to like sign up for this whole thing because that'll help me a lot. And yeah, I'll even give you a basically a promotion code that will instantly give you $10 in hosting credit. But anyway, so you're going to enter a random host name, like literally random, except you should not have space in that. So anything you want, and then select a size. It goes from 512 MB RAM all the way to 64 GB RAM. So yeah, you can select any of those, but you have to do your payment first. So yeah, haha. And select a region that's the nearest to you. For me, it's Singapore, so I'm gonna use that. And Ubuntu. Now, if you have RAM, like 2 gigabytes of RAM, then you would want to use the 32-bit version. But if you have RAM like 4 gigabyte or above, you would want to use the 64-bit version. But anyway, since we have a RAM below 4 gigabytes, we are going to be using the 32-bit version. Now the big task comes here. You need to set up a SSH key. All right, so I'm really quickly gonna go to SSH. I'm gonna delete this one because I tried doing that before. Anyways, so we're going to go to add SSH key. The first thing, you would want to download putty gen from putty.org and stuff like that. Anyways, so we are real quickly gonna open that. We're gonna click on generate, and you have to move your mouse on this whole blank area. So once you've done that, a new SSH key will be created, and you can just click on like copy the whole thing. Remember to copy the whole thing. I repeat, remember to copy the whole thing. If you don't, it is not going to work. So you copy that and then you paste it in here. You can name it something like, I'm gonna name it tutorial just for fun. Then we're gonna do create SSH key, and then the next important task would be to click on save private key. All right. Anyways, so yeah, I'm going to save it as this one. I'm gonna click save. Yes, override. I had overwritten it. You don't need to, but anyways. So I can now close out a putty gen. And now when we create a droplet, what you would want to do is, when you enter everything, choose that SSH key in here. So it was tutorial, so you basically choose that and then you enter everything else. Now I'm not creating a droplet because I already have one running. So when you click on create, you can go to droplets and it'll be over here. So I'm going to give you a brief show. I'm going to briefly show you how it all works. So this is the power cycle. You can power it off or on and stuff like that. Power cycle basically means like reboot, but it is through the command line, so it won't like cause data corruption and all that. Now this is again power off thing. Now in the access, you can have console access. Instead of downloading putty, you could use console access, but then you cannot use SSH keys, so that's one big problem over there. Alright, you can reset the root password. You don't really need to though. You can just use a fast resize and stuff like that. Take a snapshot. Settings basically show everything, and then graphs show your bandwidth usage. Then they show your disk usage and your CPU usage. That's it. That's all they show for now. And then you can of course destroy the droplet. Now I'd extremely highly recommend you using scrub data, because it will remove all your data so that nobody else can access it. But yeah, anyways, so in order to access your whole thing, what you would want to do is go to putty, and then in here you would want to go to SSH. Then you're gonna open that and go to auth. All right, and then click on browse, and then load up that SSH private key that we saved just some time ago. So I open that, and then I just go back real quickly to the session, and we're going to save it as ssh-tutorial. Okay, that's a fail. SSH tutorial. I'm going to save that. I'm going to delete this so that I don't get confused. Now we are going to load this configuration, and we're going to copy this IP address. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste it right here and open. So there we go. That opens it up. I'm going to enter root, and okay. That is kind of weird. I kind of failed at this. Just a minute. I'm going to open up Putty again. How did that happen? I'm not sure, but it somehow happened. I'm going to load that up. Browse. All right, let's generate the whole key real quick. I'm gonna do that real quickly. All right, generate. I'll just do that real quick. I'm going to go to SSH keys. Oh, I see. I had created this droplet with another SSH key. That might have caused it, but you won't really have to do that all over again. It just, in my case, I had to do that. But yeah, so I can real quickly just reset root password. You won't need to, but I'm just doing this just so that I can get that stuff back. But anyways, I ran into kind of a idiotic problem there, but yeah, so I'm going to be getting an email, hopefully. Yep, there we go. Oh, all right, so this is the password. You copy that basically, and then I can just real quickly open up the connection. I'm gonna paste this over here so that I don't forget. But yeah, so I'm gonna open up the connection again. I'm gonna open that up, and I'm gonna log in as root. It's gonna ask the password, and this is the password. I'm gonna right click and enter. So that now if you are using the SSH key and if you have done it properly, you won't have to do all that stuff like that, but I had to do it because I didn't do that properly. Anyways, so this is your basic root, your console. You can do anything you want with your Ubuntu VPS, but it has to be within the terms and conditions of DigitalOcean. The terms and conditions are pretty simple actually. If I just go now, what would you expect? You would expect a company to have like massive amounts of terms and conditions, but you know what? You could always just read this, and that's really easy. So that's really short, though. You won't need to read all that, but yeah. So in the next tutorial, we're going to be learning how to set up a lamp on Ubuntu, and yeah. So that's it for today. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe.